Welcome, Capricorn. I'm here to do your monthly for the month of May. This will be your general reading. There will also be a love reading. Please check out both. They will post separately, okay? They will be on a playlist for May, and all of the readings for May, including weeklings, will appear on the same playlist, okay? The only playlist that will be different is the playlist for the eclipse readings, which I did one on the 30th, okay, for the eclipse in Taurus, and I'm also going to be doing one for the eclipse in Scorpio. Please make sure you check out both. They'll be bookmarked and paged, okay, for all of the signs, all right? And I will go over all of the transiting major transits and planets, the major impacts of the eclipse, as well as a spread for each sign and the houses that it impacts, okay? That said, welcome. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or if you have any significant stelliums, meaning 3 or more planets in Capricorn, you also want to check that out, okay? That said, it won't resonate for everybody. If it doesn't resonate for you, please click on to another reading. There are plenty of very good tarot readers on YouTube, all right, that read for Capricorn, okay, specifically, or all signs generally, okay? And if for those of you that it does resonate with, you'll pick that up, all right? Thanks, Cappy. You're starting out here with the Fool at the bottom. You could be dealing with an Aries, okay, or be dealing with children here, all right, or some sort of leap of faith. It's followed by the Hermit, Virgo energy, major arcana for Virgo, okay, the Page of Wands, some news, and the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, okay, and a Queen of Wands, whew, and a Nine of Swords, ooh, and a Nine of Wands thereafter. Okay, we'll see what this is about, Capricorn. I am going to pull on your recent past, your current energy, your near future, and then I have a specialty lane down here, okay, for specialty messages from Spirit. I'm just going to go through these quick leader lanes on the vertical aisles real quick. You pulled hills, obstacles to overcome, okay, followed by the dog. You have 2 dogs because you got a Lenormand dog too, which is excellent. Protection from a powerful friend, 4-leaf clover. Great, good fortune. May have had a lot of communications about some fortune, all right, in the recent past and continuing on now. And then I have family wishes come true, okay? You may have some family endeavors going on your one of your Lenormands. The child popped up, which has popped up in a couple other, for a couple other signs this month, which I didn't have pop up at all last month, okay? Psychic ability, trust your intuition, all right? This is on the last lane here vertically. Your horizontal lanes, okay, are the child, the dog, the book, and the mice. And the mice is on your aisle for messages from Spirit. Those I will interpret at the end. They won't resonate for everybody. They'll be for people who really, really need them at this time, okay? That said, let's get going, shall we? Here in the past energy, I have, I'll call them out for those of you that track them. That's the leader of the child. We have the 5 of Pentacles, Strength, Page of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, and Temperance. Okay, can I have my current energy for the month for Capricorn, please? Judgment, 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups, King of Swords, and the High Priestess. You guys had some heavy stuff come up last month. If you guys are going through particularly rough times and a lot of heavy stuff in your lives, please check out last month as well. Okay, the love reading and the general reading if you haven't already. I've got on this book aisle the 5 of Swords, the King of Cups, the 5 of Cups, a lot of major change here. 8 of Pentacles and the Devil. Here you are showing up in your major arcana at the end here. Okay, in fact, you got a lot of major arcana on this aisle that I attribute to metal, which is very interesting. It's under this psychic ability or intuition. Your gut may be telling you a lot of stuff right now, Cappy, that you really need to plug into, okay? But we'll check it out, okay? On this mice aisle, please. And can I get an overall energy, please? Overall energy for Capricorn. Okay, I have the Ten of Swords as an overall energy for you guys for the month. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, but this could also be dealing with some deception around you. Take that as it resonates. All right, there's a Six of Wands behind that, and the Hangman and the King of Wands. We'll take a look, Capricorn, okay? Some of you are going through a lot of transformations and endings because of Pluto, which is still in your sign, and the latter degrees of Capricorn. For those of you that are born by the Capricorn Aquarian cusp, it's an especially intense time in your lives, okay? Those of you that are extremely healthy will have extremely healthy changes going on with that transit. Those of you that are not, okay, will have a lot of the negative effects of Pluto going on in your lives, okay? And it's up to you to change the way those go. You have the power to do that, okay? But it's about releasing prior obsessions, possessiveness, centers around things like that, and transforming from the inside out, okay? For those of you that are in an extremely healthy place, that Pluto transiting can be a very powerful thing. If you guys have anything trining between Earth and air signs, if you have any placements, all right, of planets between Earth and air, you're already popping on me, you did this last month too. If you have any placements between Earth and air of major planets, okay, then that Pluto will trine those. That will be an assistance to you. If you have anything squaring, all right, those will be additional challenges to your Pluto and play out in the respective houses in question, okay? That said, let's begin. Here on this first aisle, which I don't know if I called out earlier, we have the Five of Pentacles, Strength, Page of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and Temperance. Again, this came up last month. For some of you, you may be dealing with fertility issues or feelings of lack as to a child, or feelings of worries of security surrounding children. Okay, take that as it resonates, Capricorn. I do have it here with Strength, okay? Highly Leo energy, all right? If you have any Leo placements in your chart, but also just denoting that if you were having problems with conception, or you may be, you know, having other people, if you have adult children that are trying to conceive right now, there's a great deal of strength that's going into this, all right, and fortitude to get through that process, whatever that involves, revolving around children. Take that as it resonates, Capricorn. All right, I do see a Page of Swords here, all right? Can be a little bit defensive with a Page of Swords type mode, or really looking into things or others insofar as children, all right? With a Six of Pentacles, there's a lot of issues about the give and take in relationships, okay? If you're a part of a blended family, could be about the give and take as to other children, all right? All right, and the even give and take between that. And here I end with Temperance on this aisle, showing that you really needed to muster in the recent past a really large amount of patience, all right, and temperance to participate in making a new alchemy and blend, all right, that is needed at this time, all right, to survive. Sometimes with Strength and Temperance together, it can be indicative of recovery, all right? If any of you guys have been dealing with any recovery issues, from whether that be from illness or from addiction, okay, could be denoted here, all right, or anyone in your family was, okay? Could be indicative of that here, but there is a need for a redistribution that I see quite heavily here in the past energy, okay, based on feelings of lack, all right, Capricorn, or feelings of getting left out in the cold, okay? And on that Five of Pentacles, I do see, you know, you're really weighing your options, and on that Strength, if you're dealing with a Taurus, you know, it does seem to involve a significant commitment. All right, could be between a Leo and a Taurus, but could just really be that you have to, and especially if you are in recovery, that you know, usually highly tied to tapping into a sense of turning your power over to a higher power, whatever that power may be. Okay, for those of you that are, this is showing up highly here, okay, which would be like having a new child, okay, because it's learning a new thing. For those of you that are not, this does seem to be related to your children, your children's children, or conception in general, and the split regarding give and take here in the recent past looks to be pretty heavy, Cappy, and it did show up last month as well. So definitely check those out if you haven't already, as well as, yeah, and now I've got on this Six of Pentacles, I do, you know, that is tied to a significant foundation of Four of Wands in your life, okay? So you know, whether that's a blended family or not, this Temperance, I do see you wanting to be on a position of higher ground, which is why you practiced your patience here, or there was a call to practice your patience from Spirit here, that you needing to let go of any jealousy and really come from a balanced, fair place, okay? And that may be energy you were putting out or energy that was coming back to you, okay? It's not necessarily that you were exuding this. It could be others, you know, around you. But I do see some heavy issues here for you guys in the past, all right? And it may be related to a marriage, all right? And, you know, maybe your significant other had to, you know, really tap into some healing themselves here, okay? Here with the dog and the current energy, we have judgment. Let me get one on that. And that, yeah, the judgment call in the current energy, it's like you're stepping into a new phase of reconsidering this give and the take, okay? And there'll be some decision making around it, all right? And you really need to do it, yeah, on this. You need to walk away from what you need to walk away from, okay? With temperance, all right? If you're dealing with anybody with Sagittarius, this could be representative of them. But there are some loyal friends around you, so there is a need here to really step up into a place of patience to make this new blend mix. And on this 6 of Cups, I have the 10 of Coins, all right? You know, and it's followed by the King of Swords. So before I speak on this, I'm going to pull, why is the King of Swords here? Yeah, there's a lot of heavy communication here with an air sign, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. Okay, this could be you if you have that in your chart, and or somebody with significant placements in Pisces or on the Aquarian Pisces cusp. Take that as it resonates. All right, I do have a Queen of Wands here as well. All right, I have several energies popping up in this row. All right, and it is on this dog aisle. All right. So I do see that you have somebody here that you can really confide in. You need to confide in those people that really are going to bring you to a higher place right now rather than lower your vibrational energy, okay? Really going into a period of introspection on who that is, you know? And maybe you can trust people that you weren't trusting, and you shouldn't trust people that you were trusting. That makes sense. Kind of reevaluation here going on, okay? And how to really be fair here, okay? And it does seem like it could be related to money as well, okay? All right, and I do see a lot of communication heavy again with an air sign, all right? It can be movement towards that air sign, all right? There's also a Queen of Wands here. Could be somebody with a lot of fire and Pisces in their chart, all right? It's a feminine energy behind it. A lot of communication between these two individuals could be going on in regards to reassessing the give and the take and retrying to redistribute fairness here, all right? And it does have to do with really significant things, okay? Because it does have to do with family and family legacy, okay? As well as building a 10 of Coins or opportunities related therein, okay? So it does need patience, all right? And it does require fairness from the inside out. Down here in the near future, Capricorn, I have a 5 of Coins on a 5 of Swords. There's a lot of major changes. You've got a ton of 5s, all right, which are major change, all right, and transition. Following the 5 of Coins and the 5 of Swords, and 5 of Swords can be all-out battles, okay? Following the 5 of Coins and the 5 of Swords, okay, which can be indicative of litigation, could also just be indicative of arguments within the home or with those closest to you, verbal arguments that are pretty bad. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, they can get pretty bad, pretty vengeful, you know, sounding, you know. That's in the near future, okay? And I do have it here with a King of Cups and an Empress. Okay, it could be somebody with significant water placements, all right, and or Libra or Tauranian placements, but could also just be a significant female figure, all right, mother figure, all right, that an ultimate manifestor embodies all 4 queens in one, okay? I have here the 5 of Cups, and on the 5 of Cups, I got the 5 of Cups. There's some mourning in relation to this person here in the near future, okay? And this 8 of Pentacles, why is the 8 of Pentacles here? On the 8 of Pentacles, I do show the Magician with it, okay? That's highly Mercurial, Virgo, or Gemini type energy, but it's also about you manifesting, you trying to really manifest in the near future here, greater mastery into your own work to try and, you know, kind of really push yourself into the next level, all right, with your work here, whatever that may be here. Take that as it resonates. I want some more on this devil here. Here at the end, it does seem when you do that in the near future that you will, you know, you may feel a bit like a wounded warrior from some stuff that you're going to have to walk away from. 8 of Cups is like shown up several times here. And there's going to be healing involved. You're going through healing, all right? You feel a bit of a wounded warrior. This could be self-healing, especially if you are into any kind of natural arts or healing arts, healing, working on yourself on an internal level here in the near future. You are going to really, really focus on letting go of the things that you should be letting go of, you know, so that you're putting your time and attention into things that you should and not kind of intermingling or intermeshing with things that you shouldn't. All right, I really see you coming from this in a 4 of Swords self-healing stance, okay? Some of this could have to do with childhood wounds, inner shadow work, etc., etc. You might be working with other people, reading a lot, studying a lot, practicing a lot of self-care to manage these feelings, because there are some feelings of abandonment down here and mourning. Serious mourning and abandonment issues down here going on in the near future, Capricorn. But I see you really, really working hard to handle those properly, okay? That leader aisle for that is the book, which can have to do with an actual book with secrets in it, or any kind of files or materials with secrets in them, or you tapping into esoteric secrets of some kind or another, or, you know, things that are going to help you from a spiritual and psychological bend, okay? And it's important not to manipulate those things that you learn, okay? Capricorn, take that as it resonates, or allow other people to, use, we don't use these higher things for anything but work on ourselves and to help other people. Okay, so then on the mice aisle, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. Okay, let me just check this out real quick before I interpret this. For those of you trying to conceive, it does look like you're going to be able to conceive in the future, or your loved ones are, if you haven't been previously able to do that and it's something that you want, okay? I do see here that there's significant, here you are, Capricorn, at the bottom as the Queen of Coins with this 8 of Wands. There's a lot of communication either with another feminine energy with a lot of earth in their chart, okay, going on, or that it could have already happened or could happen in the future. This is, especially this last lane, is not, I wouldn't identify it as near future. These are just things that are going on, and or communication with the other side. As to this Queen of Coins, she may be somebody that's a little bit tapped in spiritually, okay? On this 4 of Swords, it is giving me additional messages that this 4 of Swords healing does have to do with some lying, stealing, or manipulation that you're trying to heal from. Whether that's on your part or the part of somebody else, all right? You're really trying to heal from that, okay? And correct those issues, okay? Why is this Ace of Pentacles here? On this Ace of Pentacles, I do have it. This could also be an engagement for some of you guys, or really taking something to the next level, okay? Or having a brand new idea to do with work that you're going to be working on here in the future that you want to take a fool's leap for, okay? For others of you, it might actually be, getting a new foundation, new home, all right? And taking a fool's leap towards that. For those of you, there's some swift communication that's going to come in on this, okay? Or that's going to happen in the near future on this, okay? And time is fluid here, all right? I have it also, this Hermit energy. There's a great deal of introspection and wisdom that's behind this, okay? So I would deem that as a very beneficial thing. On this Knight of Pentacles, if I do see you plodding along towards, new stability, and you do deem that as a victory here, all right? It may be about reuniting with a King of Swords-like individual, okay? And there may be some judgment calls that you're being led to make here on an internal level about about this move, about this action here, which is kind of a slow, methodical move towards greater, yeah, and again, I have it here. You might, you know, be stuck in kind of really trying to bring yourself into a meditative state here to do this properly, all right? And I do see it revolving around this King of Swords-like individual. Judgment did show up in the reverse, so you may be shutting things down with this individual or shutting certain aspects down that used to exist, okay, so that you can plod along towards greater stability here. Take that as it resonates. I do show you here with some independence, all right, and I have, yeah. I have it with the Queen of Swords, the Page of Coins, and the Page of Cups, okay? This could be another female figure with 2 children in their lives. Take that as it resonates, or a child of yours with 2 children in their lives. Okay, for others of you, this could be you if you have 2 children, all right? You may have children that are grown and now be in a place where you do have a greater sense of stability because you know, the children are out of your home, you know, and you may present as a Queen of Swords-like figure here on this, okay? Gemini, Libra, or Aquarian energy. Okay, for others of you, you may have a lot of news, all right, regarding your independence that's coming in relative, you know, that touches on your emotions as well as items tied to your money here, all right? And this lane being led by the mice is of a small concern for me because the mice sometimes has to do with stealing, okay? Putting your hand in the cookie jar where it doesn't belong. For those of you that have been doing that yourselves, you know, okay? For those of you that aren't, then you need to look at those things as well, okay? Or you may just have some inklings about those things, all right? Because I do have a 7 of Swords down here with this 4 of Swords, which is indicative of healing, okay? And also has to do with lying and deception here, all right? But I do see healing around it, Capricorn, whatever it was. I do see some communication that's going to take place or that needs to take place about it to heal the situation for a brand new beginning, and that if that does occur, that person will, you know, meet you with an emotional stance, okay? And a Queen of Cups is a major relationship card as well, all right? This could be somebody that you're involved with romantically or have feelings for romantically, okay? Take it as it resonates, or you're just going to be able to really step up into this Queen of Cups like thing for a new beginning by healing yourself. For those of you who are a divorcee, all right, you need to go through this before you're going to get to your next relationship. This healing is an integral part of you preparing yourself for your next major love relationship, okay? And I do see you guys doing it here, okay, and actively engaging in that. High Priestess at the bottom confirming the same, okay, with a King of Cups. There's some, and Justice. All right, and an 8 of Swords and an Ace of Cups and the Moon. Wow. There's some major love here, all right, going on or coming that you don't see coming in the future here. You may already have an inkling about what this is about. Could have to do with a Pisces or Cancer, all right? It seems like there's some waiting here. I do have it with the 8 of Swords here, some feelings of imprisonment from that at the moment. Not being able to fully grasp onto that. Take it as it resonates, Capricorn. But I do see it coming your way, okay? And I'm going to attribute it to the work that you're doing herein, okay? Because for the majority of the Capricorns, that looks very beneficial. For those of you that are outliers having, you know, real issues with Pluto, I will be doing specific energy reads in Tutelary Tales, as well as posting some Pluto specials. I'll actually make their own playlist when I do those outside of the lunar and eclipse playlists. And I will see you in your love reading. Have a wonderful day, Capricorn. Thank you for joining me.